All right, so what's going on, y'all? It's me, Galen. It is October, finally, the one time of year where, you know, women, men, niggas, whatever you want to say, can wear costumes and not seem like fucking dorks. I mean, not that people that wear costumes are dorks, but nah, cosplayers are cool. I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all be cool, but you know, some of y'all be dorks, but that's okay though. That's okay. That's not the point. Today, in celebration of, this being the scariest month of the year, where the women get to dress like sluts, which I think is a great thing personally, and niggas can wear full costumes without it being lame. In honor of this month, I decided to, do something a little different. So for some reason, I never really understood, but there's a large group of people on this earth who like horror, slasher, thriller, scary, whatever you want to call it. It's a large group of people who enjoy those movies, like not ironically, like they actually enjoy them. I, like I said, I don't understand it. I don't know why you would want to sit in a theater for hour to 2 hours just being scared the entire time. Like, once you want to be happy or laugh, like, is that not a better emotion to you? Like I said, that's just me. Personally, why would I edge death to myself? Why would I participate in boneless death for an hour to 2 hours? I assume it's supposed to make you feel like, you're scared you're gonna die. Why would I want to feel that? Like, maybe I'm explaining it wrong, but you know what I'm saying? I would never betray my body like that. Like, why would I be like, oh yeah, bro, for these, next hour, hour and a half, you're gonna feel the most fear, the closest fear to you actually dying. That's what you're gonna feel for, hour and a half to 2 hours. I bet the brain is like, oh man, can't wait to laugh, be happy today, smile, just really enjoy life. Even if you're not enjoying life, you're like, oh man, I can't wait to be sad and really cry today. It's gonna be a good day. Those are feelings I understand. Why would I want to feel like I'm gonna die for 2 hours just to not die? Hey, like I said, I don't get it, but some people are weird. That's just not me. So yeah, for the weird people out here, for you weirdos, you freaks, yeah, feel bad. You should feel bad about yourself. Nah, I'm playing. But for those people out here who like horror, slasher, thriller, I decided, for this month, I just want to, go in and kind of review some of, the classic or staple horror films. Give them a real review because, like I said, I'm not a fan of scary movies. Maybe I just haven't seen enough. But yeah, so that's what we're doing today, and today I'm doing Halloween. Now, to me, this is probably one of the most classic or the one of the most known, series of horror films. So I want to do this first. Now, this is the first one. The first Halloween came out in 1978. Now, coming to this movie, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really wanted to shit on it because, like I said, I'm not a fan of horror movies. I'm not a fan of, I actually like thrillers. I like thrillers a lot more. Like, it's not actually scary. It's just the thrill or like the mysteriousness that I like. But just scary movies, I'm not really a fan of. But I really wanted to shit on this movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's actually not a bad movie. I can't even lie. It's really not a bad movie. Shot really well. The cinematography was actually pretty good for a movie that came out in 1978, I think I said. Visually, the movie looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. The concept of the deaths are kind of where you lose me a little bit. We're gonna get into that. So like I said, the movie begins with the infamous childhood home. It shows Michael get his first kill. Him home alone with his sister and her boyfriend or male friend or whichever it is. It's a pretty easy kill. Like, she was kind of trash. I don't know what sparked in this nigga mind or what triggered it, but he literally just, I don't know. I guess he just was feeling good that day or terrible, whichever one. he just went upstairs and just stabbed his sister to death. Now, I don't know why, but there were a few titties in this movie. Now, I made sure I looked up the ages of every woman that they showed titties, just so you guys can be like, oh, we caught you. No, you didn't. Yeah, I'm 2 steps ahead. Almost every woman he killed had their titties out at some point. Now, they were some nice titties, bro. I don't know if they disclose Michael Myers' sexuality, but I mean, even if you were a killer, how could you see titties and still kill? How aren't you a good person after that? Hypothetically, if I was a killer, if I saw some titties, I would be like, damn, is this killing shit really worth it, bro? I'd really be evaluating why I was killing. Maybe I had a troubled childhood, or, you know, maybe I didn't think my parents loved me, but it's titties though. Like, if I was seeing titties, I don't think I could do anything else. Any day you see titties is a good day, in my opinion. So like I said, I don't know if they disclose his sexuality, but to me, if you kill with titties out, you gotta be at least a little homosexual or misogynist, either one. So the girl, titties out, he stabbed her to death. His parents come home to find, you know, him with the knife in his hand. In the movie, they say, you know, Michael Myers is this, like, you know, evil or such sinister person that, you know, he isn't even aware of how evil he is. The kid in that movie looked like he definitely knew what he was doing. Either he definitely knew what he was doing, or he was so surprised that he saw those titties, he didn't know what to do. So, but either way, it looked like he was pretty aware of what just happened. And another thing, I don't get this. Why in every horror, in real life in general, white people they're always the troubled child, they're misunderstood, you know, the mom, you'll never understand me. Fuck my mom, fuck my dad. I'm gonna kill everyone. And they're just like, oh, Michael. That's just old Michael there. Why can't it be a black kid? We actually got reasons to kill. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But anyways, we actually have reasons to kill. They just a child that misunderstood. My parents don't understand me. They don't understand what it's like to be me. What, you mean a kid that was raised in a pretty nice home? Looks like he had every, you know, he had toys and stuff. A TV, he had a TV. Stayed in a nice neighborhood. Like, what are you going through, man? She died sorry. Like, she died so sorry. Like, she just like, oh, titties was just out. Oh my God, I'm dying. And just died. That was it. So that death was pretty trash, I'm not gonna lie. And now that I think about it, bro, kids, teenagers, back then, bro, like, I can go see a scary movie and see titties. Now, I can understand wanting to go see a scary movie then. Being 10, 11, 12 and seeing titties, there's no feeling that can replace that. Do they still even show titties in movies anymore? Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about titties, but who can not talk about titties? Like, you know, not that I just want to see that. So in the scene after this, it shows two of the cops. They pull up to, I guess, the insane asylum, prison, whatever you want to call it, where Michael is being detained or held. I think this is like 15 years later. Now, I don't know if this is just like a horror movie thing, or just a movie thing, or just a white people thing, but they are always so trash. Like, they always are just so trash. Like, they're going to get Michael, I guess, take him to somewhere else. Other prisoners outside, so clearly they're all out. Yeah, so it's a few cuts, and then it shows Michael climbing on top of the car, busting the window, grabbing the woman through the window. Basically, it's like she accidentally steps on the gas pedal, spins out, and then jumps out the car, and then that's how Michael was able to get in the vehicle. First of all, why wouldn't you just drive forward, stop? He's gonna jump, he's gonna fall off. You know, he's not Spider-Man. He's gonna fall off the car. Reverse, put it in drive. Like, that's easy. But instead, she eventually jumps out the car, and Michael gets in the car, and now he's He's on the way to go kill. He been waiting for this. He been waiting for this chance the whole time. Cause he was prepared. She definitely wasn't. He's on his way back to, Haddonfield. I think that's the town he's from. That was the night before Halloween. I guess he only liked to do his killing at nighttime because he just goes through like, for the next 30 or 40 minutes, he's just standing in place, very ominous, very creepy, very scary. That's it. Like, that's just for like 30, 40 minutes. He's just being weird and just standing around. Like, he'll be like this. Like, he was clearly the main character. Well, besides the actual main character, which, terrible look on her part. The way he kind of discovers her, he just sees her and was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna kill this one at some point. I think that was the first person he sees, and I think that's the first time we see him in the house. For those next, until like an hour in, for the next, like I said, 30 or 40 minutes, it's just either Lori, the main character, or Tommy, the son that she's babysitting. It's just either one of them noticing him in public or seeing him standing like how I was just doing and be like, just look at this nigga. Like, do y'all not see this nigga? And then they'll say, look. As soon as the other person look, he'll be gone wherever he was going. Not really sure, especially because this nigga just walked everywhere. So yeah, the next 30 minutes just goes to him walking, standing, driving. This nigga can drive. I don't know where he learned it, but this nigga can drive. Driving very menacingly, very scary, like, which in my opinion is trash on like everyone else, because by his build, and just by his fit, like the fit was crazy, like a full dicky suit. Like, this nigga was walking around with like a plumber just with a mask on. Like, I'm pretty sure he's probably about 6 feet tall. You could just be, surveying an area and see a nigga that's dressed like Mario with a weird mask on. I think the hair was attached. Like, everyone there just has zero awareness, like physical or social awareness of just anything. I mean, it makes sense why he was killing. Like, bro, like, the nigga would do something weird or scary to people. He would just be doing shit to like get their attention, and they'll be like, I'm sure that's nothing. Which I guess in real life makes sense, because I mean, me personally, like I said, I wouldn't let that happen. But to the average person, they're not thinking, oh yeah, it's probably a good chance that I might be stabbed to death tonight. They're probably not thinking that. I mean, I think that, 24 hours a day, but that's just because I probably have some sort of mental illness. But it's not about me. It's about them. They're constantly just either not aware or not suspecting that someone is killing them, which Michael he uses that to his advantage. Like, I just described his build. He sounds pretty manageable to kill. I don't get it. Like, of course, there's all this lore, and I don't know what they call him, but he's basically not a regular person, so you can't just kill him regularly. But just physically, like, when some of the stuff was happening, I'd be like, bruh, like, this is an average man. This is an average adult male build. Like, okay, look at me. Me and Michael probably got the same build, honestly. Me personally, I'm not finna get killed, but someone else my build could probably easily be killed. So I'm just like, is it that hard for y'all? So after all this setup, all of Michael just being weird in public or creepy in public, messing with his victims, maybe that he'll slam a door or like break something. After all that, he finally gets a kill. And they also do a good job of kind of like alluding to Michael. One quote that was said in the class while they were basically doing like a book report or reviewing a book was, "Fate never changes," which kind of like I saw was basically like foreshadowing. It's his fate to, be who he is or become who he was. Basically, like I said, he was, setting traps or being weird or slamming doors or, just little things that maybe a more cautious person would be like, okay, maybe someone is trying to, maybe, there's someone here with me or someone around, but not to these people. I don't know if it's a white thing, but I mean, they are all white. That is a common denominator. And another thing, why do they always get older people to play high school roles? And so after all that time, he gets his first kill in a car. He just like chokes her to death, which, I mean, like, come on now. Like, he clearly wasn't learning any creativity that whole time that he was in that insane asylum or prison, whatever you want to call it. Cause his kill was pretty basic. Like, anyone can do that. Like, all he did was for about a few seconds and then she just died. I think he may have stabbed her, but pretty trash kill for 30 minutes of build up. And then the second kill, also kind of trash. One of her friends, boyfriend, or whatever they are, they get done having sex. They're like, all right, let's go get something to drink. So he goes down and get a drink. I don't know if Michael Myers is just horny or choking is just his thing. Does the same thing. Chokes the second guy. He's now in a chokehold in the air, which, like I said, I wouldn't let that happen to me. But he stabs him, so hard that he sticks him to the wall. Like, he's stuck in the wall, which that part was pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Now, getting choked to death is pretty trash to me. Now he's on to the next kill, which again, I don't know what he's choking, or like I said, I don't know if it's his thing. He comes, pause. He goes back upstairs. He used to take a blanket or sheet on with the holes in it, like he's a ghost. The infamous Halloween costume. And the girl, of course, doesn't know that she's about to die, like within minutes. Like I said, I don't know if it was just back then or what was happening, but we see another set of titties. Again, I don't know how you kill with titties out, but hey. So the girl is thinking that it's the boyfriend in the outfit, the costume. So as soon as she tries to call her friend, try to tell her, some weird stuff is going on. Yep, kills her. Chokes her with the phone cord, I think, or just chokes her to death. But the main character who's been having suspicion this whole time, that's why it's good to be suspicious of everything. So yeah, kills her pretty trash, I'm not gonna lie. Like, choking, like, spice it up a little bit, man. Like, damn, like, we get it. You know how to choke. Anyone can do that. Not original. One thing I also could say I was thinking was Michael didn't kill anyone till like probably 8 or 9 p.m. in their time. He went basically an entire 24 hours on like an empty stomach. How are you so motivated to kill on an empty stomach? Like where are your priorities? Like, okay, maybe eat, take some time to rest. Like, did he sleep? Like, where was he during that time? Like, but I think it's alluded that he eats dogs because he killed a dog. At one point they went to his house and I think there was a dog there, a dead dog. But until then, I was just thinking, how is he sustaining himself? How does he have so much motivation to kill on an empty stomach? Or maybe he has more motivation. Maybe he's like, this is just getting me angry, bro. It's almost like I'm so hungry I could kill someone. So, like I said, now we're up to 4 confirmed kills. His sister in the beginning with the titties out. The friend of Laurie, the main character, he killed her. Also had her titties out at some point in the movie. He killed the boyfriend. I understand, no titties. That's understandable. Linda and Annie are the friends' names, so he kills Linda's boyfriend and then he kills Linda, which had her titties out. Can't understand that at all. Yeah, that's his last kill of the night. He does all this, everything I'm talking about recently, he's done in the last basically 20 minutes of the movie. Laurie, the main character, he's on the way. She's seen the bodies of all her friends. He puts a tombstone of his sister that he killed behind Annie. I ain't gonna lie, he had to be some kind of strong or super. I don't know if he was working out in the insane asylum, but he was strong to have pulled a whole tombstone out of grass, out of just years of dirt and soil, just pulling out a whole tombstone. It's kind of crazy. But she sees all her friends. Of course he he puts them all in, you know, pretty creative. I guess that's where he's creative. He puts them all in pretty creative fashion. And then it just goes through him trying to kill Lori. Like, I don't know if, you know, he just, you know, he not a good fourth quarter performer, or I don't know if she just got plot armor, but he's having a hard time trying to kill her. Like, he tries to stab her, he misses. I ain't like, he tries to stab her a couple times, choke her a couple times, and he just misses. Just goes through them fighting back and forth, him trying to kill her, her actually fighting back, fighting back in a good way. If he was a regular person, he probably would have died already. You know, it kind of sucks that the other victims died and he was that trash, because he tried to kill her a couple times and she kept fighting back. She kept getting away. It's not successful. Like, he's dog shit. He's trash. Like, he's just not good. To be fair, you know, maybe it's his first time really like killing in public. You know, maybe he needs some time to warm up. You know, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like I said, at the same time, it's been a couple years. You know, he's been in the prison or insane asylum, whatever, for like 15 years. You know, he's probably a little rusty. He's probably like, man, I gotta get back into this killing shit. He ends up trying to kill Lori for about, I'll say 10-20 minutes. Then the doctor who, you know, who's known him since, you know, he was young and who knows how insane he is, who's been telling people this whole time, was like, bro, this nigga finna come back, he finna kill, bro. Like, and Nick's like, bro, you ain't talking about shit. Right as he's about to kill her, he shoots him, he falls out the window. Of course, it doesn't kill him. Then he gets away, and the movie ends with him still out there, not dead. It's just waiting for his next victim. I give this movie a 7 out of 10. You know, it was shot really well. Killing was not up to par, not creative enough, not enough death. Although they're not performing as well as they should with the deaths. I mean, it was the first movie of the series, so that was my review of the movie Halloween. Like I said, I really did want to shit on this movie so bad, but it was actually done pretty well. You know, maybe the kills weren't good or spectacular or as creative as I wanted to be, but like I said, it was shot pretty well. Of course, the victims always are so trash. Like, I just think that's just a characteristic of a horror movie. You're just bound to be trash, because they were all trash. That's really it. Like I said, it was shot pretty well. The theme music for him, such good foresight for the future, because it holds up. Michael theme song, whoever chose that or whoever made that, they chose a great theme, because that little piano for him is, I ain't like that shit do go hard. You just gotta admit, like, that shit go hard, even though, you know, he be killing people, but that shit go hard. Like, unfortunately, his victims can't hear that, because I bet they be like, damn, who playing it? That shit go kind of crazy. And then they just die. So yeah, that was my thoughts on the movie. You know, this is actually a cool thing. Like, it was pretty cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you like what movie I can do next, or, you know, if you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm coming up on that 100 subscribers. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, I'm coming up on that 100 subscribers. So subscribe to the channel if this is a good video, if you want to see more. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. That was Halloween, the 1978 version, the first of the series. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what to do next. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all next time.